The phone vibrated once, then again, then it stopped. She stood near the door, coat half buttoned, eyes avoiding mine. Her voice was light, practiced. Emergency at work. She didn't kiss me goodbye. That was the first crack. When the door closed, the house didn't exhale like it used to. It held its breath. I stayed seated, staring at the black rectangle of my phone, replaying the silence between vibrations. No name, no number, just absence. I stood slowly, walked down the hallway. The bedroom door was ajar. Our bed was still warm on one side, not hers, mine. I didn't know why my feet carried me to the study, why my hand opened the hidden app, why I tapped the feed instead of turning away. The camera came alive, and there she was, not alone. Him behind her, shoes off, jacket tossed over my chair, the chair I bought when we moved in. He knew where everything was. He knew the room. She laughed, a soft sound, intimate, not meant for me. My chest didn't tighten, it hollowed. I sat back down, watched the timestamp, the way her hair fell forward, the way she leaned into a life that wasn't supposed to exist. I didn't scream, didn't throw the phone. I smiled, because the moment you see the truth, the game changes. Denial is loud, realization is silent. I told myself it was old footage, a misunderstanding, a trick of angles and shadows, but the dates didn't lie. Neither did the pattern. Every excuse had a twin. Late meetings, grocery runs, sudden errands, each one aligned perfectly with his arrivals. He came like clockwork, Tuesdays, Fridays, sometimes Sundays, when the house smelled like comfort and lies. I started noticing the small things, the way she showered immediately after coming home, the way her phone never left her hand, the way she stopped asking about my day. Love doesn't disappear, it gets relocated. At night, she slept easily, curled away from me, peaceful. I lay awake, cataloging every breath, every gap in her stories. The betrayal wasn't just physical, it was architectural. She'd redesigned our life without telling me. Photos began to surface, not sent to me, to him. Reflections in mirrors, pieces of my home framed like trophies. My walls, my bed, my life. I didn't confront her. Confrontation is for people who want answers. I wanted leverage. I became invisible. I smiled when she spoke, nodded at the right moments, asked harmless questions, logged phone records, pulled backups she didn't know existed. I learned his schedule, his name, his habits, his weaknesses. I learned hers better. She underestimated silence, mistook it for ignorance. The hidden camera multiplied, one in the hall, one in the living room. Not obsession, precision. Every visit documented, every lie time-stamped. I watched without blinking. At work, I functioned. At home, I observed. Inside, something sharpened, rage without heat, cold enough to cut clean. Then came the call. Thanksgiving. My daughter-in-law's voice, loud and dismissive. If you want to join, come wash the dishes. A pause. I imagined her smile on the other end, the hierarchy she thought she'd secured. Enjoy, I said. I booked the flight that night. Switzerland doesn't ask questions. It offers answers in marble and glass. I took photos, sunlight spilling over terraces, a villa quiet enough to hear yourself think. I sent nothing. I waited. I laid everything out on the table, not physically, digitally, organized, labeled, dates, times, screenshots, footage. When she came home that evening, I asked one question. Do you know how many times he's been here? She froze. Silence expanded between us. I slid the tablet across the table. She didn't cry at first. She stared, watched herself betray me in high definition. Her hands shook. Her mouth opened, closed. I can explain. No, I said, calm, almost kind. You can watch. She collapsed into the chair. I didn't raise my voice, didn't ask why.
I already knew. The truth doesn't need interrogation. It just needs exposure. The photos of the villa went out the next morning, not to her, to everyone else. The family group chat erupted. Calls, messages, confusion, envy disguised as concern. My phone rang, once, 10 times, 71. I didn't answer. She begged, then blamed, then threatened. I forwarded one image, her lover, in our bed, time-stamped, no words. The greed revealed itself quickly, the entitlement, the assumption that I'd be the one left behind, scraping dignity off the floor. I wasn't angry. I was finished. I transferred what was mine, closed what we shared, left her with the echoes of a life she'd dismantled for a thrill. Control isn't loud. It's irreversible.
I stand on the terrace now, looking at mountains that don't care who I was married to. The air is thin, honest. There's no satisfaction in her suffering, just alignment, cause meeting effect. I don't miss her. I miss who I thought she was, and even that feeling is fading. The house back home will forget us. The bed will cool. The cameras will go dark. I didn't crush her with fury. I let her see herself clearly, and then I walked away. Some people call that revenge. I call it clarity.